Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a humble farmer who owned a donkey. This donkey, once a strong and hard-working companion, had grown old and was no longer of much help on the farm. Understanding this, the farmer kindly let the donkey spend his remaining days peacefully grazing in the open fields. One sunny afternoon, while the donkey was lazily munching on grass, he accidentally stumbled and fell into a deep, narrow well. Trapped and unable to escape, the frightened animal began braying loudly in desperation. Nearly an hour later, a passerby, who happened to be the farmer's neighbor, heard the panicked cries. Alarmed and curious, he followed the sound and was shocked to find the donkey at the bottom of the well. Without wasting a second, he ran back to the village to inform the farmer. Upon hearing the news, the farmer quickly gathered his neighbors and rushed to the well. There, they found the donkey helpless and tearful, looking up at them with pleading eyes. The group tried everything they could to pull him out, but every effort failed. As the sun began to set, exhaustion and hopelessness set in. The farmer, torn between emotion and reason, made a painful decision. Believing the donkey was too old to save and that rescuing him was nearly impossible, he instructed the others to begin filling the well with dirt, intending to lay the donkey to rest peacefully. Reluctantly, the neighbors picked up their shovels and began tossing dirt into the well. At first, the donkey panicked, realizing what was happening, and cried out in despair. But then something incredible happened. With every shovel of dirt that landed on his back, the donkey shook it off and stepped up on it. Bit by bit, dirt by dirt, he began to rise. Slowly and steadily, the donkey kept climbing, shaking off the dirt and using it as a stepping stone toward freedom. He continued this process, each layer of dirt bringing him closer to the top. After a while, the donkey's cries ceased, leaving the onlookers puzzled. The farmer peered into the well, and to his astonishment, he saw the donkey step onto the mound of accumulated soil and gracefully leap out. A profound realization washed over him. As the donkey trotted off into the field, he had discovered the true nature of his master's affections, or lack thereof. With a newfound sense of freedom and survival, the donkey never looked back, embracing his second chance at life. The moral of this story is that tough times can either hold you back or help you grow, depending on how you react. In the story, the donkey fell into a deep well and was about to be buried with dirt. Instead of giving up, the donkey chose to shake off the dirt and step on it to lift himself. This shows that even when life throws problems at us, we can find ways to use those problems to grow stronger and move forward. Another lesson we learn is about not giving up. The donkey didn't just sit there and wait for someone to rescue him. When he saw that no one could help, he took matters into his own hands and found a way out on his own. This teaches us that sometimes we must rely on ourselves and keep trying, even when things seem hopeless. The story also teaches us about self-worth. The farmer thought the donkey was old and no longer useful, but the donkey showed that he was still strong and capable. This means we should not let others decide how valuable we are. Even if someone doesn't believe in us, we can still prove our worth, by believing in ourselves and never giving up. This story reminds us to stay positive and strong when facing challenges. Even if people lose faith in us or the problems seem too big, we can always find a way to rise above them. By staying determined and using obstacles as opportunities, we can succeed in life.